Edith's Live special, Princess of Wales, Cancer Scare, UK 2024.
In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous.
Time's down there. Date today's 23rd of March, Saturday morning, 2024.
However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present.
Personal, direct, and vulnerable. A princess as we've never seen her before, speaking directly to the public.
This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately.
Bless your soul, my friend. Please get better soon.
As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery.
You're a star in our hearts in the UK.
But most importantly,
don't rush back anytime
soon.
soon.
Time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them, and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. As I've said to them, I am well. I'm getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits.
Before the video message, this had been the last official footage of the Princess of Wales on Christmas Day at Sandringham, with her 3 children, who she is now so keen to protect after going public with news of her diagnosis.
Oh, I can't blame her.
In December, all had seemed well as she spoke to the crowds.
Thank you so much. That's very sweet of you to come and say hello to us. Yeah, well, very happy Christmas.
But 3 weeks later, she was admitted to hospital for major abdominal surgery. It was in her post-operative tests that signs of cancer were found. Last night, Buckingham Palace issued a statement on behalf of the King. He said he was so proud of Catherine for her courage in speaking as she did, and that he remained in the closest contact with his beloved daughter-in-law throughout the past weeks.
They're good
he
friends.
also said that he and the Queen will continue to offer their love and support to the whole family through this difficult time. A message too from California. The relationship may still be strained, but the Duke and Duchess of Sussex issued their own statement. Harry and Meghan said, "We wish health and healing for Kate and the family, and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace." But perhaps the most personal message of all came from the princess's brother on Instagram. James Middleton posted a childhood photo with his sister and wrote, "Over the years, we have climbed many mountains together. As a family, we will climb this one with you too." The clamour for information about the princess's condition has been intense. This footage, published earlier this week, filmed by a member of the public, showed her shopping in Windsor with her husband last weekend. And this photo, released on Mother's Day, to ease some of the public speculation, did the opposite, with the princess issuing a statement to say she had made some edits to the image. A turning point appears to have been this Thanksgiving service in Windsor for King Constantine of Greece at the end of February. The rest of the royal family were there, but the Prince of Wales pulled out that morning very suddenly due to a personal matter. We now know this was around the time the princess was diagnosed and began her treatment. It has been an incredibly turbulent few weeks for the family. They now hope the speculation will stop as they spend time privately during the Easter break. For now, the Princess of Wales wants time and space to deal with her diagnosis and recovery. Daniela Ralph, BBC News.
There you go, guys.
We talked to our royal correspondent, Sarah Campbell, who's in Windsor for us. Sarah, good morning to you. That message from the Princess of Wales, deeply personal, wasn't it?
Certainly looks like it.
Yeah, morning to you, Nugget. Yeah, deeply personal. Catherine is a very private person, quite a shy person. We haven't seen her in that role before.
She's a really nice person.
It really felt
she's very kind. She's got a real heart.
All the speculation that's been online.
She's very special to us all.
The opportunity to sit there and directly address the public and, in her own words, give the clarity in the situation, and that is what she did in that statement. And the reaction has come from around the world, as you would expect. Just looking through some of the social media messages, President Biden, Jill and I join millions around the world in praying for your full recovery. Kate, the Australian Prime Minister, the Princess of Wales, has shown extraordinary courage with her public statement today, in which she expresses her concern for others. lots of similar sentiments praising her bravery for saying this, and also others talking about the scrutiny that she's been under and hoping that that speculation will now come to an end. And the one that I would flag up is the CEO of X, formerly of Twitter, a brave message delivered by Princess Kate with her signature grace, her request for privacy to protect her children and allow her to move forward without endless speculation seems like a reasonable request to respect.
Aye.
Certainly, Catherine, now the Easter holidays are here. She will be with her children, she will be with her husband, and they will be coming together, in her words, to find the time, the space and the privacy to deal with that cancer diagnosis.
And while that privacy is held, meanwhile, the work of the royal family continues, Sarah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And let's not forget, of course, that her father-in-law, the King, is also going through his own cancer treatment. That was announced early last month. So you do have this unprecedented situation where two senior members of
royal family
already
not well.
smaller royal family are now effectively out of action. We know that the King is carrying on with his constitutional duties, the audiences going through the red boxes, but he isn't able to carry out any public-facing duties at the moment. And we know going forward, certainly in the short term, Prince William, who has, we now know, been carrying on and carrying out engagements whilst at the back of his mind knowing what his wife is going through. But he is going to take a step back for the next few weeks, certainly I think until the children are back at school in the middle of next month. So he won't be out and about. He'll be helping his wife and his family.
As he should.
So yeah, we have the situation where the Queen Camilla, again, has been stepping up. She's been filling that void. Other members of the families will continue to do so. But yes, unprecedented. Two senior members of the royal family out of action for we don't know how long.
Sarah,
That evil cancer. We all hate cancer.
Let's speak to our political correspondent, Charlotte.
It's awful. It's worse than having a cough which you can't shake off.
Many other politicians reacting late into yesterday and this morning.
Yes, well,
I hope all you cancer people out there that got cancer recover, and I hope you all
world, led by the Prime
live
Minister,
a little bit longer and don't give up on life. It's not at the end. There's still
in it, he said
things you
that
can
she
do.
has the love and support of the whole country as she continues her recovery. There was an interesting part of his statement as well. He said, in recent weeks, she has been subjected to intense scrutiny and
really
has
hate
been
it.
unfairly treated by certain sections of the media around the world and on
We've got to bring this
social
disease
media.
to an end somehow.
To see him particularly call out sections of the media following that speculation we've seen in recent weeks. He added, when it comes to matters of health, like everyone else, she must be afforded the privacy to focus on her treatment and be with her loving family. It's a similar sentiment from the Labour leader, Sir Keir Starmer, in his statement. He said that any cancer diagnosis is shocking, but I can only imagine the added stress of receiving the news amid the lurid speculation, as he put it, that we've seen in recent weeks. He said that their Royal Highnesses are entitled to privacy and, like any parents, will have waited to choose the right moment to tell their children. He also praised the optimism and message of faith and hope in the Princess of Wales's message. So clearly, you know, the politicians from across the country and across the world sending their well wishes, but interesting to see some of them pick up on the speculation we've seen in recent weeks in parts of the media and on social media, and those calls for privacy for the family as the Princess of Wales recovers.
Charlotte, for the moment, thank you.
Our health correspondent Dominic Hughes joins us now. Dominic, morning.
Good morning
to you. Can we and privacy obviously is key, but we do know some details which the Princess has laid out in her statement that we know she had abdominal surgery, but then after that procedure, this is how it was discovered that there was cancer present.
That's right. So I think it's not unusual if you have surgery like that, then they might do analysis of the tissue afterwards, and then it's at that point that cancer cells were discovered. So
well, at least they caught it in time.
What she describes as this preventative chemotherapy. Now, chemotherapy is an umbrella term for a number of drugs that really target cancer cells, and they do that by stopping them from reproducing and spreading. So preventative chemotherapy after surgery is not that unusual. It's actually pretty common. So it's used to either mop up any cancer cells that weren't taken out during the initial surgery, or to prevent cancer cells from coming back after surgery.
And we're being very careful, aren't we, Don, to reference what she has told us. And quite rightly and naturally, what the cancer is remains private, and so it should.
Yeah, and I think, everyone can relate to that. I mean, you think about the number of people who are affected by cancer in this country, it's just staggering. So 3 million people, Catherine, the King, they are just some of 3 million people in the UK living with cancer today. So every day, 1,000 people in the UK are given a diagnosis of cancer. 1 in 2 of us will be diagnosed with cancer at some point during our lifetime. It's just astonishing. So that kind of message is going to affect everyone. Everyone will be able to relate to that. I don't think there's anyone watching this who won't know someone, either acquaintance, who has been affected by cancer.
Wow.
It's also worth pointing out, as part of the
Awful.
messaging from the various royal households, there is a very positive sentiment coming out as to what lies ahead.
Yeah, and quite right, because over the last 50 years, cancer treatments and survival rates have improved immeasurably. I mean, there's been huge advances in the way cancer is treated. So real targeted therapies, survival rates really improving vastly over the last 50 years.
And Catherine herself, just to go back to that point of those staggering numbers, made clear that she realises that she is not the only one, and gave her thoughts to everyone who is dealing with cancer.
Yeah, and we've heard from cancer charities just how grateful they are that she has been open about this. Like when the King was also open about his cancer diagnosis as well. It's, I think, a real comfort to people, but also helps cancer charities raise awareness of the issues around cancer. And really, the more we speak about it, the more we're open about these things, the more people know they're not alone.
And we will be talking to cancer charities throughout the programme as well. Dominic.
There you go, guys. Please subscribe to my channel and sign in,
Just
Germans.
remind you, course, can get more.
May the force be with you always. Listen to my friends Biking Jimbo every Friday at 3 to 5 p.m. ITF Friday thing. Sorry Hills radio station show. Listen to my friend, you name it, Shane, Little Cindy Lou, every Friday at 10 a.m. 12 minutes live on the Surrey Hills radio station show every Friday. And listen to my friend John and Lars show every Sunday at 9 a.m. to 12 minutes live on the Woking radio station and Lars show every Sunday. Please subscribe to on Sign Jones. Are we happy? We'll get through this cancer treatment for the royal family at some point. Hopefully in the next 8 months' time, he's back to normal. Please subscribe on Sign Jones. Bye.